Hi there, and welcome to Finish It Friday, episode 154. And I must have had yesterday during my workday, I must have had something wet on here because my little thing just wants to stay down. Alright, anyway, hi guys, how's it going? Here's where we left off on Wednesday. So this is my base panel. I changed this out to a 4 1/4. Oh, this isn't a 4 1/4 by 5.5. All right, hang on. In here. There it is. That was a layer. All right, now here we have 4 1/4 by 5.5. So here's my base card. Here is my dark cardstock, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I was playing around with the two sides of this DSP. So I think I'm going to go like this. I'm going to put this on here. This is 3 3/4 by 5. The other piece of dark cardstock, 2 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then the other side of that, which is 2 by 3 3/4. And I centered up that so badly so it would show up, but I'm going to use the other side now. All right, so let's go ahead and throw that layer back over my little stash here. What I'm going to do on this one is I am going to rip it because this is so close. Even though you see that dark, I want to get a little bit of an edge here just so you see that when I layer that down. So let's go. I'm not trying to do it too thick. I'm not doing a great job either. So I'm just going to tear off that edge. And I think, do I want to do just one edge? I think I'll do just one edge. That way I keep up that light border, but you can see that there. So that shows up a little bit better against that. You could tear it around the whole thing if you wanted to. I'm just keeping it like that. Okay. And then I decided, and you'll see on my cards, I don't end up using any large die cuts. When I thought about this, I thought, you'll put this here, you put a large die cut, across here, and then your sediment here. But it didn't work out that way on any of my examples. So I do have these sayings. These are from, let me see, and I don't know if this is still available. I didn't get on this morning. I've been having, I had my infusion, as you can see. So they stuck me all over. This was my blood work. This is where they ended up going on my infusion because they couldn't find a good vein in my arm there. They tried 3 different places. So they ended up going there. So I'll be bruised there eventually, but just keep doing this because my hand is hurting a little bit because of that. Anyway, so I didn't have time to look to see, but this is from the Greetings for All Mix and Match, but any black and white ephemera could work. Even if it's colored ephemera, you can. Because what I think I'm going to do here, I was testing with my blends, which are my alcohol markers, on how these would look. So I got out, this is a light green, I think this is Old Olive. Yeah, this is light Old Olive. This is a Shy Shamrock Light. Ooh. And this is, I think, Shaded Spruce Light. So I couldn't decide which one I liked the best. So I think I'm going to take this one here. And I think I want something that goes all the way across. Because I think this just looks a little bit too short. Oh, no. I think that's just a little too short. I think I need something a little bit that goes more into that cardstock and comes across here. So let's use this one. And I'm just going to do a blend of all 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my Happy Holidays in the middle. I'm going to bring this out like this right up to that line. Ooh, I've got marker all over me. And then we'll go this way and finish coloring this way. The nice thing about alcohol markers is that you rarely get that line, back here where I first started, see where it's dark like that? I'm going to go back over with my old olive just to blend out those lines a little. Again, got really dark on there. So let's see, I think that was this one. Nope, it wasn't. It was the shaded spruce. Yep. I'm going to go over with the bullet tip. Sometimes I feel like I have a little more control with the bullet tip. Just to even it out because it looked a little dark there. So there you have that. Let me go ahead and get a little bit on there. Just because when you color with those blends, they tend to stay on your glass mat because they're meant to color surfaces that aren't paper. Like, you know, for like your acetate, your vellum. So let me get that off of there. And let's go ahead and set up this card. Let's go ahead and grab. This is that piece of designer series paper that is 3 3/4 by 5. We're going to layer on this 3 7/8 with just a little bit of a edge. You can kind of see it all the way around. Press down. I'm not going to say anything about this piece of equipment here, but it's been behaving lately. All right, looking down, making sure I have a good edge all the way around that. I want to pop this up. No, I don't think I do. I'm going to get as close as I can around there. I'm going to make sure I have that really thin border on those 3 sides. Alright, that looks pretty good. That might be a little thick on that side, but we'll work with it. Now remember, this is 3 3/4 high. This is 3 3/4 deep. So by doing this, it's going to look like it's one continuous piece of cardstock. Let's get some seal on there. I want to leave most of that uncovered. So I'm going to line this up like that. And I'm just going to bring that over like that. Go around the edge like that in case there's any adhesive hanging over. And I'm going to put it right there because I want to cover up that snowflake. And since it's so busy, I don't even know. Maybe I'll do these iridescent foils are from the main catalog, the annual catalog. These holographic are from the resin dies. Oh, I know what I want to use. Those are from Online Exclusives. Let me go. I think I have one of these cut open. Fine. Yeah, this one. Let's go ahead. These are in. Oh, these are pretty too, though. These are both in. This is in the mini catalog. So this is the September, December mini catalog. Those will look really pretty, but I think I want to do. These are from the Online Exclusives. I think I'll do these. Since we're talking snowflakes, let's do snowflake on snowflake. And let's do those greens, since this is a green theme card. So let's go there. Oh, that was really. Let's go here. And let's go right there in the middle of that one. How about that? Yeah, so These are from the online exclusives. Faceted snowflakes. And I didn't check anything this morning, like I said earlier, so I hope they're still out there. They're pretty new. They were just released September 3rd, so they should be, but just in case. Alright, so there's that card. Just letting that DSP really shine. Alright, let's show you the other ones I did. This one, I took those pieces and cut them on the diagonal. I used the washi tape that goes with the Flora die. So I cut a bunch of those out. I took out all the ones that are just more green and layered them underneath that and on top of it. These are the Faceted Gem Trio. Alright, and then here's this one. This is with that Designer Series paper. I think this is the Journey one. Timeless Journey, I think. It's been around for a little bit. This is using from Light and Wonder. This is using the stamps from there. And just layer that on top of that. Even though it's not a complete continuation, you can see the water lines down here, the water lines up there. This still gives you the impression that this is just traveling across the card. Alright. There you have it, guys. Episode 154. Go ahead and give me that thumbs up. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share on your social media. Most of all, have a great Friday. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.